Good afternoon, everyone. I am solo for the next couple of minutes while young Michael makes his way back from Starbucks with a couple of teas. So bear with us from that. Hope you're all well. Were we here last week? Case, we didn't do live last week, did we? Case, we didn't do live last week, did we? No, I don't think so. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks. Feels like it's been a couple of weeks. So hope you're all well. Big week in the world of golf. President's Cup week here in Canada, up in Montreal. My partner, who will be here in 2 minutes, is actually going for the week. We'll talk about that when he gets here. I'm sure he's very excited. Another tough day for Rory yesterday at Wentworth. It was a hard watch, although it didn't feel like he gave that one away. I thought he played pretty good in the last round. Billy Horschel making eagle on that last round. The only thing I think maybe was he could have done was he probably should have birdied 18 in regulation, being in the middle of the fairway in a par 5, after a drive. That's the one thing you can probably say. But yeah, tough to see Rory not racking up the wins. It just feels like one of those seasons he should have probably won 6 times, and he's sitting here with 2, which is great for call it a regular PGA Tour player, but for Rory McIlroy, that just doesn't feel enough. I don't know what you guys think about that, but let us know. We'll run through some questions, and as I said, while Mikey makes his way back to the studio here, we will we'll get stuck right in. Peter is catching the live for the first time in a bit. Yeah, it feels like we've been a bit too stop-start with the lives recently, but we are back. Dave Fogel, he's not in the potty, Dave, this week. He normally is in the potty. It's his normally go-to. But he's getting a couple of teas for the boys. Yondington, morning y'all. Big thank you for introducing me to the TPI boys. Their video, Feel versus Real, truly transformed my swing. Never felt so free and athletic after those changes. Love it. I think that is the secret, or not the secret, but I think that is going to unlock so many things for so many people when you start understanding what your body actually wants to, or how it wants to move. I think when you fight your body's natural tendencies, you're always going to have a hard time with a golf swing, with your golf clubs. And I think in that sort of chain reaction, we've got to know what the body wants to do. We've got to know what the swing does in order to then give the right clubs to the right people. Here he comes. Just relax, I know. All right. Random Dad, hello from Las Vegas. Never been to Las Vegas, I'd love to go. Big boxing fan. What are you laughing at? We've been saying that for years, haven't we?
I'd love to go to Vegas.
I want to go to a big fight weekend, a big Canelo, Cinco de Mayo, or something like that.
See the one they did in the Sphere?
Really?
Yep.
That's a disaster. How come this happens every week? What is that?
I don't know. I ordered the same thing, so it's going to be rough. Hello, everybody. Long time no see.
All right.
No, trade you. That's fine.
Oh, is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks better.
See, I was just.
You just gave me the wrong one. You nearly ruined my afternoon. All right. Let's see. How's Mikey's shoulder doing? How's your shoulder doing?
Shoulder's good. Shoulder is good. We're back to life. Back to playing lots of golf.
You were being a wee Jesse, weren't you? Michael Crawley, Rory's iron and wedge averages are way off pace. I'm sure, Mick, they are, but isn't it remarkable that he's still there every single tournament? For the most part, like he's kind of there or thereabouts, or not every tournament, that's an exaggeration. But, last 2 weeks, Irish and the PGA at Wentworth, I mean, he's right there.
2 weeks in a row.
I know. But, yeah, no, he's always struggled. I feel like he's always struggled with distance control, the way that someone like Scotty just has that completely dialed. It seems to be a differentiator at the top level. Tiger always had the best distance control, always talked about it. Mark O'Meara told him to be pin high your whole life, and if you get pin high, you'll you know, you'll never be too far off laterally to be too far away, so your proximity will be good. I think it's an important thing, no doubt about it. What are you laughing at?
My hair's really thinning. Ooh. Can we turn the camera the other way?
Yep.
Tom Bland. Whoa, that's a voice crack. Tom Bland. Isn't Billy just a class act? Yesterday behavior was brilliant, and I would also highlight his reaction to when Rye won.
He is a class act. Billy Horschel is a class act. Yeah, I completely agree with that. He's very loved in the UK because of obviously his affiliation with West Ham Football Club, which I think is pretty cool to see. But no, he dealt with that so well. Like, he's so emotionally aware or intelligent enough to know that people want Rory to win that tournament, and he didn't let his own emotions get carried away to the point where it was just, he seemed like it was just so, I don't know, unnecessary for him to overly celebrate that. Like, he was very aware of, like, he's on, you know, Rory's sort of home patch, if you like. Okay. The new Russ can say the new Starbucks iced apple crisp chai is absolutely unmatched. Give it a go. You like it?
I do like chai tea, but apple
chai?
crisp. Well,
Don't turn your nose away.
maybe.
You're such a snob.
You never know.
You can do that in the first episode of Mike and Oakville.
Stay tuned to HBO next year. BMAC 193. Do you ever think another golf ball brand will ever surpass Titleist from a market share perspective?
No, I don't.
No.
I do not. I mean, I think there's some good golf balls in the market. I think Callaway have a good golf ball now. I think their Chrome Tour, Tour X, Chrome Soft lines are excellent. I think they've came so far in a short space of time, probably 5 years from when the original Chrome Softs and stuff were getting a lot of maybe the opposite type of press that you would want about your golf ball. I think they've turned that around in a remarkably quick time. But, I mean, Titleist have just been doing it for years, haven't they? Years and years.
25 years to be exact.
For the Pro V1, yeah. Yep. Can you believe the Pro V1's been on the earth longer than you?
I wish. Sean Carlisle, did you already answer this? Are you still using graphite design VF5X?
I mean, occasionally, sometimes.
Depends on the day.
Velocore, the Velocore Plus Ventus Blue is what I'm using in the driver right now. Quite good.
Yeah, it is good.
Good.
Been hitting driver pretty good. When did we play last week?
It was better last week, wasn't it? I think that was the best I've drove it all year.
Yeah.
It was a bit straighter. It was a bit longer.
Strike sounded good.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think all from that video. I mean, I know the video wasn't. It was. I guess it was the gain 60 yards video. So those elements of hit up at it a bit more. Like I think I had just got myself lost in the fact that people tell you, oh, if you hit, you know, down on it, you control your driver more. And I think the more wayward I got, the more I tried to hit down on it, and actually the worse I started hitting it. And when the worse I started hitting it, the shorter it started going, and it was just like, you know, a knock-on effect of all of those things. When you just strip it all back to what do you want to do with your driver, you want to launch it high with low spin and high speed. How do you do that? Then, you know, go from there.
We have a super chat. We have two of them, but this one's getting the first one. Jenny says she's jumping through a table at the Bills game tonight. You ever seen that? So it's a Buffalo Bills thing. Maybe other teams, but more so them. I'm sure it'll help my shoulder.
You game, Mikey? I'm sure it'll help your shoulder.
You know, jumping through tables for me, but best of luck.
So are Bills at home tonight?
I don't know. Yeah, it must be. Tag us in the video of you jumping through a table and you win a prize.
Let's see. What?
Did you get that
one?
or
No,
not yet? Okay.
No. You can grab it.
Okay. Take a
sorry
sip.
Sorry to rob you of your sip of tea there.
Ryan Lynn asks, I love 10C1K Black X shafts in my woods. Anything similar that isn't Titleist specific? It seems the tip is way stiffer than other whiteboards.
Yeah, stiff. It's very stiff. I don't like the 10C1K Black, I'll be honest. It's just not a shaft I ever liked at all. Fancy black. Like, to me, it's a shaft that reminds me of something like the UST Pro Force V2. It's that type of shaft, you know, where it was like, I didn't ever like it. It was kind of, you know, lowering the torque, and it was kind of a bit boardy and stiff. I just never ever liked it at all. Yeah, no, not one for me. So I think there's plenty. It depends what you like about it. That's the only difficulty with that question. Was that Ryan?
Yep, Ryan Lynn.
That's the only difficulty with that question, Ryan. Is I don't know what it is you like about it. So, you know, what is it? Is it the feel? Is it the kind of flight? I can probably give you ones that will have a similar sort of deflection pattern without maybe feeling as stiff as that does, or maybe you love that feels that stiff, and maybe you want to have a lower torque sort of recommendation. So maybe follow that up with what it is you like about it, and I can have a think about that one for you. What?
No, go ahead.
Superand is asking, when are the Strixon ZX line hitting? Be January, won't it?
Yeah.
The new line ZXi.
Yeah. We've seen them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're openly out there now, but I think it'll be January. I'm just surprised they've kind of shown the market this early, September.
Yeah.
And they're going to hold them back another 4 or 5 months. They'll feel like they're old hat by the time they're released.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
Might have ordered a set. Peter is asking, hello, I'm a 12 handicap looking for players distance irons. I'm injury prone and want graphite shafts, cannot afford custom, and want a stock option. What would you recommend? In stuff like that, recoil. Recoil's offered with everyone.
Yep.
60, 70, 80 grams.
It sure is. Thoughts on the new PXG Allen putter? We haven't tried it yet.
No, I watched Sam's video on it.
As well. It was interesting. The whole
his workshop attire. Those are definitely not build shop safe flip flops.
No, he loves it, doesn't he? Where's my par? Mikey, I've started playing a lab broom. I've gone 29 putts in my last 2 rounds from 36 average. How's your broom journey going?
The broom is in a Sunday bag at the golf course. It's in a case of emergency set. Leave here, don't have my clubs. Leave work, don't have my clubs. I'll use that. I've only rolled it once on grass. Different. It's hard with a long putt.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, it sounds like you're getting on well with it. You remember Paddy brought it to...
I was looking at that video the other night.
That was funny. It lasted three putts or something like that. Okay. Best 3-wood of... What's the best 3-wood this year in testing?
It's tough to... I like the QI stuff for fairway woods. The tour one's good. The bonded one's good. GT's obviously been good, and we've only had it for
GT
a month.
fairway woods are really, really good.
So yeah, those would be my 2.
Yeah. I mean, not to kind of tell you the context, but we just done a video, and the video sort of highlighted the new AI Smoke Max fairway woods. Mm-hmm. They're sleepers.
Yeah, really
People
good.
don't give them as much credit. Nothing gets Ian going more than some fairway wood chat. I don't think I get going with that, do I?
I don't listen.
I'm trying to think what
Turn it off.
What have I got in the fairway wood right now? QI Tour?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
That's sad.
Cody's going to tell me. QI Tour? Tensei White? Yeah, QI Tour. It's nice.
Oh, it's back.
It's nice.
Brad Lavender. Opinion on forward golf irons. I've never even heard of them.
I have heard of them. I don't know if it's so much the irons that I'm curious about. It just looked like a nicely shaped forged iron with some kind of weights in the back and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's too much tech, I guess, but I think they're doing some interesting things when it comes to the process, the fitting process. I think they've got a unique approach that actually does make a lot of sense. So, I think yeah, from what I see, which I actually only just found out about them very, very recently, it kind of kept popping up. People kept asking me about it. It seems like they're getting a little bit of a following, which is great. And I like a lot of what I hear in terms of the fitting philosophy. So it's good. It was good.
Brian's asking, is your disc healed up? TPI videos had me worried about you. Didn't go for his
Thank you,
MRI,
Brian.
folks.
No, I do need to still go. I'll have time soon. Once the off season kind of hits, I'll have a little bit more time. Actually, do you know what? It feels not to say night and day. It still feels a bit sore, and I still go and get Cairo on it, stuff like that. But it feels better. I don't know why that is.
You haven't been like whining about it lately.
No. It's not been
nice.
debilitating at all. It's been nice. Seeing you. Talk to us. What I was told everyone you're going to the President's Cup this.
Going to the President's Cup. Going Friday.
Were you a captain's pick or?
Yeah, captain's pick. They needed someone.
Mike Weir called you and said, "Mikey, listen, I don't think we can do this without you."
No problem, Cap. I'll be there supporting the internationals.
We need the Michael in the house.
It'd be great to see the internationals win.
I totally agree. I think it's I don't want to call it a dud event, but I think at the minute it's too one-sided to call it like something that you would look forward to.
It's a bit. You're right though. It is a bit of a dud event. Like we all love Ryder Cup. I'd love to go to Ryder Cup in Europe, but the President's Cup needs a bit of a boost.
Where's the next one?
Ryder Cup's Bethpage.
Sorry, I was talking about Europe. Adair Manor. That'll be a fantastic one.
Yeah.
And we have to go with that. An Irish Ryder Cup was. I was at K Club.
I'd like to go to Adair Manor just as a boys' trip.
Yeah, K Club was unbelievable. I know Kyle is just saying they ought to have an internationals versus Europe tournament as well. So here's what I think they should do. I think they should alternate every other year. So it's internationals versus Europe, and then in 2 years' time, internationals versus USA. So the USA only have to play that match once every 4 years because they already have to play the Ryder Cup every year. I don't think it's good for like the US team to look forward to it the way the Europeans look forward to it every year. I think they should maybe mix that up.
I feel like this international team is like back in the day President's Cup teams with like guys like Mike Weir on there or stuff like that. Like the ton of Korean guys. You have Minwoo Lee, you have Adam Scott. Like they're all playing really good golf. So
totally.
Should be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what a President's Cup is like.
Ben was asking, Mikey, your 3-wood, are you still playing the Old Faithful or switch to the QI10? Love the shaft you fit me for. I have to say I love my 3-wood now. You were on a mission, you succeeded.
Thank you, Benoit. Just everyone else is listening. Pay attention. No, I'm in a GT3 3-wood. No, what am I saying? I'm in a GT2 3-wood, 13.5, Acura TZ6. Quite good.
There's a nice invite from Mr. Crowley. Guys, come and stay in Tremor and go to the Ryder Cup at Adair Manor.
All right, see you there, pal.
Get the room ready, Mick. No, that'd be fantastic. How far, Mick, is Adair from Tremor? That would actually be fantastic. Because I think the last time when the Ryder Cup was at the K Club, my dad and I stayed in Dublin, and I think we had like a 50-minute commute into the K Club, and it was a nightmare trying to get in and out. So.
Here's a dumb question. I don't know the geography of Ireland.
Oh, me neither, really.
Where's Royal County down to Tremor?
Royal County down to Tremor?
Completely opposite?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, County Down's in the north.
Because that on TV a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Tremor's way south of that. Just
Wheel of names.
Aye, wheel of names. You carry on.
I got a level 2 US Open qualifier violation. I am a 0.3. Advice of how to recover from that. What's a level 2 US Open qualifier violation? I don't really know the rules of golf, to be honest with you. It's best of luck.
So there's, Tremor is...
3 hours.
Tremor's down...
Get in the car.
It's lovely. Down right in the south. And then obviously Northern Ireland for County Down right on the east side.
Royal County down to Tremor is 4 hours. There you go. And Adair's 2 hours. Well, that's a future plan.
Be fantastic. Well, whether we stay in Tremor, it might be a wee bit far, Mick, but we will definitely come visit if we're in that neck of the woods.
Brad?
18 strokes above the course rating, you get a violation level 2 at the U.S. Open qualifier.
Oh, wow.
There's like different things. I guess if you go too high, you get a letter in the mail that's basically like, you're not coming back, I think.
Wow.
18 strokes above course rating, so the person must be 18 strokes above like 74.
I don't know how you
And
recover
what was
from
the,
that.
What was the question?
I lost it. Oh,
there's
right here. I got a level 2.
How to recover from that?
I got a level 2 U.S. Open qualifier violation. I'm a .3.
How to recover from that? Well, sometimes you've just got to put it down to you had a bad day. Sometimes you have a bad day.
Yeah.
Right. You know, if you've got to go away, assess your game, look at obviously what makes you vulnerable in those situations. Is it your driving? Is it penalty shots? Is it your mindset? You struggle, you know, with the sort of, you know, a little bit of anxiety around sort of playing a tournament at that level. I know you've spoken about that in the past. Like when you play tournament golf like that, you just kind of mentally struggle with it.
A friend of mine told me I need to start hugging trees and walking on grass before golf.
Did you? I mean, so you said that to me recently, right? And I thought, like, what are you talking about? Did you hear I think it was Peyton Kazire.
Okay.
Is that his name?
Patton.
Patton Kazire.
Yeah, he's hugging trees.
He's literally hugging trees.
And like, my buddy said, like, the guy that I told you who does it's legit. Like every content he goes, he just
I
hugs
actually
trees.
think, well, I mean, the whole grounding thing is not the whole like first thing you do if you're on a plane. Really, the first thing you should do when you get off the plane is, if you, within reason, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is go find somewhere to ground yourself, socks and shoes off, and
Right.
literally ground yourself to the earth, and that helps with a lot of
To know.
jet lag and sort of acclimatization, stuff like that. Literally being connected. That's a well-known thing, but.
Yeah.
Hugging the trees and stuff like that,
And
I
he says
don't
that-
think I'd be doing that.
So the tree takes your negative energy and then it obviously releases it because of oxygen.
Yeah.
He goes, does it work? He goes, well, I mean, the guy's good at his sport, so I'll be hugging a tree
It's
Wednesday morning.
interesting, I know. Mick, an Irish cooked breakfast is much better than an English cooked breakfast. I just like a cooked breakfast.
I know, as long as there's a black pudding, I'm happy. Don't worry.
There needs to be a potato scone in there for me.
So good.
What else have we got in there, guys? We have a slightly abbreviated live today. We do have a flight to catch. Cameraman Cody and I are en route to Vancouver later today. So we will be a little bit shorter with the live today, guys. We'll probably have to cut it in about 15 minutes. So
What's happening in Vancouver? Tell
we
the
have an
people.
open house. We have the open house of the west coast of Canada.
Nice.
Be good. Yeah, tomorrow night, 5 till 8. If anyone in the Vancouver region, if you're available to join us, we'd love to see you out there. Myself, cameraman Cody, Sir Mac Boucher of the Western Isles.
What a crowd.
I know.
Too much famous people in one room.
It will be good. It will be good. All right, let us see what else.
Brian Minette, what content do we have coming up in the next few weeks? Great question, Brian.
We have 2 club fitting roulettes.
It's true.
I know. That's why I'm rolling my eyes at you. We just reviewed the TaylorMade high toe, the new high toe wedges this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
Quite nice.
Yeah, really good. I could use a
I'd
set.
say that 50, honestly.
I might order a set.
That 50
2
felt
raws.
unbelievable.
2 sets of raw for our pals. Ooh.
That felt fantastic. Yeah, Tim's asking direct. Yeah, direct flights into Vancouver tonight, Tim. Yes, indeed. What else have we got content-wise coming up? We have
2 roulettes.
2 club fitting roulettes. We've just filmed episode 4. We have 1 more to go. We have a video we're going to film actually right after this on explaining loft sleeves, sort of fairway wood and driver loft sleeves, and the differences between what we would call a single axis loft sleeve, like a Ping or a TaylorMade, and then a double axis loft sleeve, like a Titleist and a Callaway. So I think that one will be pretty interesting for a lot of people into the mindset of why we maybe choose, one company's loft sleeve over another. Sometimes it can not even be the head that we're fully wanting to utilise. We just want the advantages of being able to change the lie angle or the loft. Sometimes we want to change the loft but not have to change the face angle, right? So there's all that sort of stuff. So I think it would be pretty good. Ian is asking, any advice to beat tennis elbow continual suffer? I tell you who does have some information on that. Mike Carroll, Fit for Golf. Mike has some really good information on that about sort of how to strengthen sort of the muscles around that area that helps with that. So, yes, we certainly will. Tim's asking, Mikey Neen asking nicely if you could include the golf ball being used in the beginning of videos from now on, just for context. Well, Tim, almost always. And to be honest, if we don't use a Pro V1X, we normally do mention it. Like last week when we were testing some, I think Thai Fusion or something like that, we mentioned we were using a Callaway Chrome Tour X. Was that what it was? Yeah, we were trying to retain the spin. But we 90% of the time in our testing, Tim, it's Pro V1X we use. We've talked a little bit about why. I think we feel like that's the baseline golf ball that basically all other golf balls are somewhat judged by. So it's a beauty.
Anastasia had a fit with Calvin at the Vancouver location on Saturday. Didn't expect PXG 0317T to be the irons.
Wow.
But OMG, they felt so good.
Anastasia, are we going to get a chance to meet you at the open house tomorrow night, 5 till 8 in the Vancouver region? I thought it would be good.
She's finding anything else she can do. It's a joke, relax. Anyways.
We're a little, it's not very nice that.
Not put you down in your dumps?
Yeah, just take the...
All right, well, super chat from Brian Elliott. If I switch my TaylorMade sim from standard setting to upright, is the peering still correct?
No.
Nope.
Nope, Brian, it is not. Unfortunately.
Josh.
Again, another benefit of, when we get into talking about loft sleeves, there's some benefits of some of those double cog sleeves from that perspective. You sick? In the head? Victor Kim, geez, what a question. Have either of you undergone a substantial swing change throughout your golfing career? If so, could you explain the process?
Every 2 weeks.
Victor, I've been in a living swing change for the last 20 years. Yeah, I would say I've recently, in the last year, I don't know if it looks like it's a substantial change, but it certainly feels like it to me. I feel like my swing's changed quite a bit, and I have still got a ton of changes to kind of make this off season. So, yeah, I feel like it. You, swing change wise?
I mean, a few years ago, yeah, probably like a massive change, and then it's more like every couple months, maybe a bit of maintenance. From my pal.
I was gonna say, how am I getting
from my
looped
coach
into this one?
Hey, coach. People are saying I have COVID. I don't.
I know, keep away, Mikey. Ryan's follow-up is saying he likes the feel of the Tennessee 1K Black. I can feel the weight toward the tip, which really helps deliver really good impact dynamics, encourages good sequence for me. Yeah, it's such a great thing to know that you like that low balance point, that kind of weight really kind of down in the tip. And there's a ton of really good options. I don't know if you've tried it, Ryan, but I love that new Ventus Black, that new the new line. Yeah. I think that feels great. You can definitely feel it's substantial in the tip in terms of the weight and stuff like that. It feels really, really good. Stephen Middleton asking if we caught the live Team championship was actually quite exciting. Would love to see PGA team formats and more match formats. No, I did not. Did not see any of that. I don't know.
Didn't know they were playing.
I
this week.
can't get in sort of a rhythm of watching live golf. I don't know. It's not. It's like I know where they're playing in Europe every week. I know where they're at. I know what's going on. Obviously, PGA Tour, I follow it and I watch it. I'll try and catch at least some of the ending every week. When it comes to live, I just don't. And honestly, it's not about live and any kind of like moral agenda against it. It really isn't. I just don't. It doesn't seem to register for some reason.
It'll be all one tour soon enough.
I don't think so. I don't
You
think
don't think
Liv,
they'll come together?
No. I don't think Liv are going to give up their format. I really don't. I think they'll play. I think they'll come together to play some events together. I think it will be easier to for the Liv guys to migrate.
Well, they
over.
made that change already. PGA and Ryder Cup, they can
Yeah.
play in it now.
And I think was there something like is it at the Dunhill? There's a bunch of them coming over. It's
Oh,
like
really?
17 playing in the. I think this might be the Dunhill. I don't know. It's interesting.
Tom Ashmore said,
Yeah.
"Did
Oh,
you see
Tom was there.
Max shot over the crowd of the BMW? I was there. It was wild.
It's old hat. We've seen old Slingy Dingy do that for years, haven't we?
Yep. I've never seen him hit it straight ever.
And for those that don't know Mac's history, so you maybe found him on social media and stuff like that. So when I first moved to Canada, I think I've maybe first met Mac 12 years ago. He was playing on the Canadian Tour at the time. Mura, who their distribution arm for Canada was out in Vancouver, they used to send him heads and he used to bring them to me and I would fit them. So I still remember the very first fit that I done with Mac, and he never really used to shape, he was comfortable shaping it, but he never really used to shape it the way he does now. And then he was continuing to play and do stuff. And then he ended up working for us at TXG. He was Bay 3 over there. He was in the Bay, and then he went to, I think during COVID, he went to Dubai, started filming a load of content with
history.
Rebecca, and then the rest is literally history. So
We had to let him go. He wasn't keeping up with demand.
that's not true. He outgrew us. He had to spread his wings. Did old Boucher, but no, he's done it incredibly well. I mean, I don't know. I just look at some of the, and I know that's the nature of social media, but some of the things that people will write to him in his socials, it's like if they had a fraction, any amount of the talent that he has, they wouldn't be sitting trolling people on IG or whatever. It just boggles my mind, but it's the nature of it.
Honestly, one thing that I think they do quite well, it's funny that Barstool guys do Riggs versus a hater, and they'll tally up like 10 DMs, 280 comments, and they'll like post his comment, and then Riggs is like, all right, let's play.
Let's go.
And like the first time he did it, he lost to the guy.
Right.
But then they played, I watched the match the other day, and he beat him, he's like 6 up or something like
Right.
that. And Riggs was so confident, he's like chugging a drink, and he's like, how do you like me now? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, these haters need to relax.
Yeah.
No room for hate in the world.
There definitely is. Not in social media when someone, because at the end of the day, the only reason you watch is it's out of a choice. So there is no
Yeah, if you don't like
reason.
it,
just
move on.
go to a genre that you do like rather than leaving your excrement right there on somebody else's page. It is not what you need to do. Like, unless you're bringing people up, you don't need to be bringing people down. That's for sure. And as much as Mac gets 99.9% love, trust me, the 0.1% means more at times than the 99.9.
1,000%.
And it's just not.
And I'm not just saying this for
not the
Mac,
way
but for
anyone should
anyone, it affects them regardless. If
Totally.
they say I don't read the comments or whatever,
It's not true.
don't be rude.
Brian is asking, I'm always intrigued by Mura. Is it worth the cost? I have a load of clients, Brian, who will only play Mura golf clubs, and They love the experience of Mura, the strike, the quality, knowing the head weights are pretty much perfect. You know, they love the process, the heritage. So, you know, it depends what you're looking for. I think if you're looking for sort of, call it performance in the extreme, like I'll use maybe like a Thai Fusion, you know, an iron that just feels good, looks good. And performance is off the charts from a 4-iron to a wedge, right? Every iron performs incredibly well. So impressed. And then you look at a Mura, and I've had, you know, 201s, or you've got 502s, and you hit that 4-iron compared to the wedge, and there's a trade-off in performance. So it depends what it is that you're looking for. It really does. Did Mac have to pay for the Muras, or were they free? I don't know why that's relevant, but I actually don't even remember, to be honest. He probably got them for free because he was playing Canadian Tour at the time, and but I'm pretty sure he would have got them for free. Mr. Crawley, share the love. Only 34 likes. What is this? What is this crowd that we've got, Michael?
See?
Do we
When you
need
give
to be
something
giving
away,
something away to get some likes in
They
this
all
house?
come crawling for the free stuff.
I tell you.
Not me. I show up for the free stuff. And,
Regardless.
yeah.
You're open about your morals.
Right.
You just have none.
Exactly.
Stephen loved having Johnny Wonder on. When can you book Bob Parsons on for us? I think Bob's schedule's a little busier than Johnny Wonder's. And Johnny lives in Toronto and Bob Parsons doesn't. Not sure his private jet visits Toronto all that often. Do you like the new Lab DF3 putter, Michael? Dustin Johnson playing it this week.
Not bad.
I do like it. What do you think of the new shape?
I like that new shape.
Oh, you were a bit sprightly
I
there.
know.
That's the fastest I've seen
Have
you
I
move
just said the
in-
DM? I do like
Jeez.
that new shape. Very nice.
Dr. M, are you guys going to review more
Dr. M.
more golf Mod 1 irons?
You remember those things?
No. What are they? Oh, is that the modular? Right. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Nah, I don't think there were ever ones that... the only thing that was interesting about that one, for me, was
Tell us.
they only went right. They didn't.
That's
they
for
were
sure.
very anti-left. That's the only interesting thing I found about them. Not for me. Do you guys like the new alignment on the TP5? Is it called Stripe? Corey, you must have got some of those TP5s, the new alignment.
He loves them. I don't like them.
Cameron and Casey, what did you like about them? Did you play them last Monday?
Yeah, a couple of them. I like the alignment of the alignment. I never really use an alignment ball.
Did you use it on the green?
Yeah, and it actually was helping.
Was quite good.
That's good. Having a line on your ball is the most important thing, folks. You heard it here first.
And I just don't even know.
I just find those balls, the TP5 picks, all those things, they just look too busy.
Too busy. It's very busy. Yeah, agreed. Is the mini driver a good replacement for a 3-wood? I think so. For certain players, if you know certain delivery types, I think it's a good replacement for a 3-wood. I think though, I would say if you're used to 75 teeth, 25 fairway, or 80-20, I wouldn't say if you're a kind of a 50-50 person with fairway, I probably wouldn't go mini driver. But yeah, I think if you're mostly off the tee, I think it's a good replacement. All right, let's do a couple more. Kyle H is asking, what are the golf trips planned during this winter, Michael?
I'll be working all winter. No vacations.
It's a lie, you're literally off this week.
I know. That's not the winner.
So you don't have any more golf trips?
No, that's it.
Oh, well, nail it. This winter, there's a bunch of travel to be had. There's a bunch of we're going to visit OEMs. All the scheduling's coming around for the 2025 product launch events. So I think we'll be playing a bit of golf in the West Coast and golf in Phoenix. We're out at Ping. What else? Don't think we've got any other golf planned. There's nothing much.
We might go away around Christmas to the desert.
Yeah, we'll definitely try and get some more on-course stuff. You guys, it's been cool to see you guys enjoying the on-course videos, so hopefully we can
The encores are good.
they're good fun. They are very good fun. Zach Kennedy going out to Sagebrush in BC for a work trip next week. Have either of you played that course? I have not. I've never heard of it.
It's good though.
Not heard of that one. There's Mr. Dan Quick. Thanks again for the fit today, boys. Extremely helpful and game-changing. Can't wait to fix the driver irons wedges next. Dan was just in. He was our fourth fitting roulette contestant. So we won't spoil what we fitted him for, but it was a fun one.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a few little changes made, but all for the better. And I think Dan's going to be playing some good golf. Excited for him. Okay, you get the last one, Mike, before we have to love and leave our lovely viewers.
Brian's asking, for the adjustable driver, you keep Golf Pride 360 grips on woods and recommended like an Align grip for irons, or what's your choice?
What are you thinking that?
I mean, I like my grips to be
Yeah, I like them
all
to be-
consistent, so
I don't mind a 360 and then maybe have some Tour Velvets or something like that, some regular Tour Velvets, that would be fine with me. But no, I wouldn't have like an Align grip and like a 360. That feels like it'd be too much change for me. Too much for me.
okie doke.
All right, guys, thank you for those of you who have joined us today. As I said, those of you who are on the West Coast and able to make it over to our Vancouver store, tomorrow night, 5 till 8 open house, drinks, food,
What a party.
meet and greet, bit of dancing,
You doing some
bit of
autographs?
singing, bit of karaoke. Sweet. It'll be good. It will be very, very good.
Have a great time.
We will. We're looking forward to it. We will be back here next week. We'll be live next week.
Oh, are we?
We are. Yes. So those of you who can make it next week, we'll be back on Monday, 1 p.m. usual slot.
Well, Yaman, if you're watching, cancel golf plans next Sunday.
No, we'll be here. Did you think we were not filming next Monday?
Yeah, I thought someone was away.
No one's away. We will be here. All right, guys. Have a great week. Enjoy the content this week. Lots coming your way. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.